The German intercity express train, better known as the Ice Train, is one of the most technologically advanced high-speed trains in Europe. Not only can you lounge in the comfortable seats and eat top-quality German food, but there are spaces you can go and watch some TV, or even go online with your computer for business work. That's the power of German engineering and precision. However, in 1998, precision would turn to disaster. On June 3, 1998, Ice Train 884 is rocketing down the main line from Munich to Hamburg, Germany at over 125 miles an hour. The train was a DB Ice 1 set made between 1989 to 1993, with power car 401051 in the lead and 401551 at the rear. 287 passengers and 6 crew were on board. The train is approximately 40 minutes from its destination. The journey so far has been uneventful, but suddenly there's a loud bang, and a large metal shield pierces through the floor of the first coach, narrowly missing passenger Jörg Dittmann with his wife and children. After that happens, he goes to find the conductor and leads him to the damage in Coach 1, as company policy for DB states that the conductor must see the matter firsthand before ordering the train to stop. However, the conductor is found between the middle and rear of the train, so it'll be a long walk back to Coach 1. The train is now reaching the town of Eschede in the Cell district of Germany, and Dittmann is still getting the conductor to Coach 1, but they never make it. The train derails on a set of points below a bridge, and the middle of the train smashes into the bridge with cars hitting one another. The pedestrian bridge above collapses on top of the train, and 2 DB maintenance workers standing by the bridge are crushed to death by the train. The lead power car and first 3 cars are missing from the scene. Partially derailed, they sped on, unaware of what had happened. But soon the traction motors cut out and emergency brakes are applied, and the train stops not far from Eschede station. Only then does the engineer realize what had happened. Locals, emergency responders, and even British soldiers from a nearby airbase pitch in with the rescue. 101 people lose their lives, the same amount that died in the Great Train Wreck of 1918. 100 more are injured. It is the worst high-speed train crash and the worst in all of Germany. Some locals stated that the wreck gave them bad memories of World War II because of the war zone appearance of the crash. But how could such an advanced train derail like this? And where did that metal shard come from? An investigation revealed the cause was the wheel tire of the third axle of the first passenger car was damaged and had a flat spot during the journey. Flat spots are usually harmless and happen when the wheel set drags along the steel rail for a certain amount of time. This can be caused by leaves, ice, or other elements, and the only thing they really cause is a loud racket and sometimes a little bit of vibration. However, the flat spot worsened and the entire wheel tire fell apart, and one piece of it pierced the floor of the first passenger car where Jörg Dittmann was sitting. The damaged wheel dragged along, causing the passenger car to sway violently side to side. The check rail not far from the bridge was scooped up by the scraping wheel, which caused the first few cars to derail until the whole thing derailed by the bridge. There was a theory a car fell on the track, and the ice train hit it, as there were remnants of a Volkswagen Golf GTI by the crash. However, this was ruled out, as the car was by the track side at the time and owned by one of the maintenance crew that were killed by the bridge. The bridge itself having thin support beams was another factor to its collapse. The original ice trains had a monoblock wheelbase design, but later sets like the crash one were modified with a dual block design for smoother ride after complaints of vibrations were made. especially from the restaurant car.
Mounted on the axis.
Monoblock
Installed
wheelbase
on the
designs
train,
contain
and
one
ready
piece
for
of
use.
metal, while dual blocks contain two, an inner wheel surrounded by an outer rim with sections of rubber. DB maintenance and inspectors, however, failed to do proper inspections, and the wheel set was flexing and cracking over time with metal fatigue, until finally, 40 minutes from Hamburg, it finally broke. In the end, both power cars which suffered light damage were returned to service, but most of the passenger cars were scrapped. Heavy-duty cranes had to be used to lift the cars out of the smashed concrete remnants of the bridge. DB was recommended to enhance their maintenance procedures, and the dual-block wheel set was replaced with a better monoblock design. The bridge was rebuilt with a cantilever design without the support column weakness. On August 31st, 2002, two DB maintenance officials and one service engineer who made the wheel design were charged with negligent homicide. The trial lasted 8 months, but the three men were fined 10,000 euros in the end. DB had to pay 3,030,000 marks for all the families of the dead. Udo Bach, a survivor who became disabled by the accident, built his own memorial with his own money. Bach said that the chapel received 5,000 to 6,000 visitors per year. 1 year after Bach's memorial was built, an official memorial, funded partly by DB, was established. The official memorial was opened on May 11, 2001 in the presence of 400 relatives, as well as many rescuers and citizens of Eschede. The memorial consists of 101 wild cherry trees, each one representing a fatality. The trees have been planted along the rails near the bridge and with the switch in front. There's an inscription on the side of the stone gate and an inscription on the memorial wall that also lists the names of the fatalities placed at the center of the trees. 21 years had passed since the incident. Hopefully we won't see such a high-speed disaster to this scale ever again.